So when there's a great snow year, why don't ski resorts in Europe stay open later? Well, let's talk about it.
I've seen things people wouldn't believe. All those moments will be lost in time.
So not every year, but some years, and in this case, this year, we've had possibly the best snow in about 20 years. I'm filming this on the 9th of April, and this resort closes on the 19th, 10 days. And you look around and you see just some amazing snow, and it's not melting. Well, it is melting, but it's not melting fast enough. And that's the question I get posed so often of why don't these ski resorts stay open? And I gotta say, there are multiple reasons why, and I think we have to break it down in sections. Start with the lift company. In Three Valleys, where I'm filming this, this is actually strangely controlled by actually three lift companies. In Courchevel we have the S3V, Société de Trois Vallées. We have Mirabel, which is run by Alpina, and Val Thorens and Le Minuet, run by a company called Setan. Yes, I know, only in France could you have three companies running a combined ski area, but that is beside the point. The point is that almost at the end of this, after the season is finished, probably within a month, they will issue the opening and closing dates for the following season. You might say, why do they do it so early? Well, it's so hoteliers and tour operators can start selling holidays. And of course, this is also the reason why they can't change it. This year, of course, we had the most amazing dump of snow in February. Can you imagine at the end of February if all of a sudden the lift company said, oh, by the way, we're opening for another 2 weeks. Well, the hoteliers and tour operators would go, well, we can't sell those weeks because we just don't have the time. I have, of course, this romantic notion that, of course, everybody is going to go and ski in April, but unfortunately, I am wrong. You know, Courchevel closes on the 19th. Val Thorens stays open for another 2 weeks. I think they shut on the 2nd of May. It's funny, but Val Thorens' closing week is almost totally down to the small country of the Netherlands, which sounds a bit strange. It seems like the entire population of the Netherlands all come skiing at the end of April in Val Thorens, where they celebrate something called Dutch Week. They celebrate the, I think it's the birthday of the King of the Netherlands. Val Thorens have got it right that they stay open, and they're actually full for the last couple of weeks because they managed to actually sell it to a group of people. Courchevel and Mirabel, by that time, I'm going to say, are just like, we've had enough, that is it. So I've got to give you some sort of idea about continuity. That first piece that I filmed on the chairlift was rather spontaneously filmed on the 9th of April. After that, I really stopped recording. I really forgot about it. I'm now filming these next two pieces in the middle of May. And yes, it has been dumping down with snow for the past couple of days, which again, it's totally unskiable, but it's a wonderful thing. However, the second point that I want to talk about is French employment contracts. And yeah, I've never, I don't think, been employed on a French employment contract, but I have a feeling that they are set in stone. There is a start date, there is an end date, and that is that. Both the employer and the employee, they're never going to change it. Employer, by April, they've had enough. The employee, you know, whether they're lifties or whether they are working in hotels or whatever, they have got their summer gigs coming up in a couple of weeks, and they want to get off to the south of France and all of that. So you really have two parties who don't really want to change anything. I came across a thing long time ago while there was a bar that was run by a French company, and at the end of March they basically said to the manager, you're closing the bar. And he was like, because he mainly dealt with English seasonaires and English clients, you know, I have got enough business for the next 2 weeks. Not even the end of season, but just another 2 weeks. And the reply was, no, we're shutting then, we're shutting now, shut up. And that was it. And I was just like, that is absolutely crazy. Then, of course, we get to something that is more Courchevel, but it's the boutiques. They, of course, took over about 10 years ago, and they want to close even earlier than the last week of the season. They only make their money on high season weeks, and after, let's say, half term is finished, they're ready to go. They're ready to shut up shop, move all their stuff down to the south of France as well. And I could go through and list so many of like bars and restaurants that basically they decided to sell up to boutiques, and Courchevel is the worst for it, I'm going to say, because even if you came on holiday in April, normally with most of these windows boarded up, it looks like a ghost town. Hey, the snow might be great, but the atmosphere around town is not so much. And yes, the sound you can probably hear in the background are, of course, all the lorries that are across here, which is probably another reason why you can't change the end of the season, is because the rule is they're not allowed to have cranes in here after the lifts open and before they close. So literally the day the lifts close, the builders come in and the cranes go up and the work comes on. And yes, the Grand Up behind me is currently being partially destroyed after the fire that happened earlier on in the season. It seems that nobody wants to actually go skiing anymore. Well, there is one person. This, of course, brings us to our final point, where there is, of course, an unwritten rule somewhere, I don't know who made this one up, but nobody goes skiing after Easter. That's the general rule in ski resorts. Easter is a moving holiday. Sometimes it's early, sometimes it's late, but generally no one goes skiing after Easter. So if you went and said, oh my God, look at this, we've got all this snow, it's absolutely amazing, why do you come skiing after Easter? You can see the flaw in the plan immediately. The third point of why you can't change the closing of the resort. And you know what? It's a shame. Anyway, I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Drop them down below. If you enjoy these videos, of course, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next video. Ciao.